Oluronbi and the Iroko Tree. Oluronbi and the Iroko Tree is a well-known Yoruba folk tale from Nigeria, often told to teach the importance of keeping promises. Oluronbi, desperate for a child, begged the mystical Iroko Tree for help, promising to give it her firstborn in return. When the tree fulfilled her wish, she tried to break her promise, but the tree took the child away in anger. This tale serves as a warning about the consequences of broken oath and the importance of keeping one's word. A long time ago, in a prosperous Yoruba village surrounded by lush forests and winding rivers, the people lived in harmony with the land. Their harvests were bountiful, their festivals joyful, and their gods generous. But fate is like the harmattan wind, sudden and unpredictable. One year, the rains refused to fall. The sun burned hot in the sky, cracking the earth like broken pottery. Rivers shrank to muddy streams. The yams refused to sprout, and the people, once proud and well-fed, grew gaunt with hunger. One evening, the village elders sat beneath the great baobab tree, deep in troubled discussion. "We must go to the Iroko tree," one elder finally said. "The spirit of the Iroko is old and powerful. If we make our offerings, it may show us mercy." The villagers murmured in agreement. It was said that the Iroko tree, standing deep in the forest, could grant great blessings, but always at a cost. At dawn, the villagers set out, carrying their finest sacrifices. At the foot of the towering Iroko, its roots twisted like ancient fingers, they knelt and laid down their gift. A farmer stepped forward first. "Iroko, please bless my land, and I will give you my best goat," he cried. A weaver followed. "Iroko, please bring my family wealth, and I will offer you my fattest sheep." One by one, the villagers made their promises. The air was thick with the scent of palm oil and the sound of whispered prayers. Then came Oluronbi. She was a woman of beauty and grace, admired by all, but she carried a silent sorrow. She was childless. Though she had a fine house, a loving husband, and riches beyond many, her arms remained empty. She knelt before the Iroko and, with desperation burning in her heart, she made a vow unlike any other. "Iroko, please give me a child, and in return, I shall give you my child." A hush fell over the villagers. Some shifted uneasily, exchanging glances. Even the wind seemed to still. The Iroko tree stood silent, its mighty branches swaying. And then, as if in response, a breeze rose, carrying the scent of rain. The villagers returned home, hopeful. And sure enough, the famine ended, the rains returned, the yams grew very fat again, and in time, Oluronbi bore a child. She named her daughter Abeni. We asked for her, and we received her. Abeni was no ordinary child. She was radiant as the morning sun, as keen, as smooth as palm oil, and her laughter like bubbling stream. She danced with the grace of the wind and sang melodies that made even the elders pause and listen. Oluronbi cherished her daughter more than life itself. She dressed her in the finest fabrics, adorned her hair with the most beautiful beads, and held her close each night. But as the years passed, something else took root in Oluronbi's heart. Fear. What if the Iroko spirit came for Abeni? No, Oluronbi told herself. The Iroko does not need a child anyway. It is just a tree, I am Abeni's mother. She belongs to me. So Oluronbi did nothing. Seasons passed. Abeni grew tall and strong, and Oluronbi never spoke of her vow again. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Oluronbi and Abeni walked home from the market, their arms heavy with baskets of fruit and cloth. The air was warm, the cicadas hummed, and laughter filled the village street. Then, suddenly, the wind changed. It grew cold. The trees whispered. The ground trembled. And then the Iroko spoke. Oluronbi, Oluronbi, you have broken your vow. A deep rumbling echoed through the forest. The villagers froze, their faces turning towards the sacred tree. The Iroko spirit had come to collect its debt. The earth beneath Oluronbi's feet split open. Abeni gasped as the ground cracked beside the Iroko tree. A dark chasm yawning wide. A force pulled at her feet, unseen hands dragging her downward. "Mommy!" she screamed. Oluronbi dropped her basket and longed for her daughter, gripping her arms with all her strength. "No! Iroko! Please! Take everything else! Take my riches! Take my own life! Just spare my child!" But the Iroko spirit does not bargain. It only collects what is owed. Abeni's small fingers slipped from her mother's grasp. The villagers had gathered, watching in horror. Some wept. Others turned away, unable to witness the terrible fate unfolding before them. As Abeni's head disappeared into the earth, the villagers broke into song, their voices heavy with sorrow. Oníkálukú ń jẹ́jẹ́ ewúrẹ́, ewúrẹ́, ewúrẹ́. Oníkálukú ń jẹ́jẹ́ àgùntàn, àgùntàn bọ́lọ́jọ́. Oluronbi ń jẹ́jẹ́ ọmọ rẹ̀ àpọ́n bí epo. Oluronbi o, join, join, Iroko, join. The meaning is everybody was promising goats. Everybody was promising sheep, succulent sheep. But Oluronbi promised her daughter, her beautiful daughter. Gosh, Oluronbi, you are in trouble with the Iroko tree. With a final rumble, the earth sealed itself. The Iroko tree stood tall, as silent as before. And Abeni, she was gone. Oluronbi never recovered. She wandered the village like a ghost. Her once laughing lips now silent, her once bright eyes hollow with sorrow. Some said she still went to the forest at night, kneeling before the Iroko, whispering prayers to the spirit, begging for Abeni's return. But the Iroko spirit does not give back what it has taken. From that day on, parents warn their children, never make a promise you cannot keep, especially to the spirit. And deep in the forest, the Iroko tree stood tall, waiting for the next promise to be made.